at F1 2019, the official video game, and we are looking at the Legend Edition. Yes, the Legend Edition, which has, I think, Prost and Senna's car. So let's get on with it. Click on the menu button to start, and we'll just wait for it to communicate with online services, and here we are. So we have a couple of options along the top there, and we'll go through them briefly. So we have the solo mode, where you've got a new career, which will take you through a career of F1. We're not going to do that today. We've got a Grand Prix, we've got championships, and time trial, which is self-explanatory. The championships, you select various modes, one of them being championships, of course, racing against the giants of Formula 1 to become world champion, invitational events, and legends, which is Senna versus Prost. So to do this one, you need to complete any 3 Senna versus Prost invitational events to unlock them. So we haven't done that yet, so we won't be doing that today, but that's part of what you can get in the championships. And you got the time trial, where you can just set a time on one of those tracks in F1. So multiplayer, though, also has weekly events. That's locked down, so that's in 3 days. The leagues is a good idea, because this allows you to join a league or create a league. And also got your league history and the calendar of your races. The advantages of a league mean that you can race with people who are not intent on crashing into you like you get in Forza multiplayer, which is very good. So we also have ranked and unranked modes and the website. Also, F1 esports. There's a lot of information here about how to get into esports and qualifying questions, and you can watch the races, you can watch the last race, the standings, and the calendar. So if you're interested in the esports side of it, there's another option for that here. So that's a new as well, I think. I never saw that one before in the previous versions. Correct me if I'm wrong. And now we go to customization. So we've got multiplayer car, driver, and badge. So in the multiplayer car, what you can do is go in and choose some of these standard liveries, as you can see. And you've got like a currency then in the corner. It says 2,000 for that one. Not on this one, though. Which I haven't looked into yet, but it looks like you need to earn some of these currencies. And you can also change your color scheme. So if I go here and press on Y to change color, you can see you can change the colors of the various layers. Pressing tab will select another layer, and as you can see, it's changing that layer. So there's 3 layers on this particular car. You can adjust the saturation, okay, and the luminance as well, which is just a few options to play around with. Let's discard that. So you can also equip yourself with that car, but for your multiplayer car. So we're not going to do that at the moment. Let's I can't unequip it now. Damn. Okay. So right, never mind. We also have premium liveries, and I'm not really sure what the big difference is here, but you have to buy some of these. You've got the shopping trolley on them, and you can go to the store to buy some more. I'm not really sure how these are much different to these, to be honest, but there is something which I have noticed is not available, and that's to make your own decals or logos on the car, which is a shame, because it'd be nice to be able to upload our logo, for example, and do a car with our logo on it, but I can't see the option at the moment, so hopefully they'll add one. So okay, that's the multiplayer car. The driver you can also customize too, so you've got your profile, and that basically means you can select your avatar or how you look. Again, with this, there's no option to upload your face like there is in NBA or some other games, so which is a bit of a shame. It'd be good if they could upload your face so you can have your own face in the game, but I couldn't see an option for that. So the next thing here in the driver is the country, which is self-explanatory. Just select your country, then you can choose your name. Obviously, you can type in your own name, oh, I thought I changed my avatar there. And then the audio name. Now, you've also here got preset audio names, and these will get called out in the game, but they're limited really, because not everyone has these names. So again, there's no option to upload an audio name and put your own name in. So if it's not on this list and it doesn't sound like anything on this list, then you're out of luck, I'm afraid. So driver number is, you pick out your driver number. We wanted 70, but for some strange reason it's not there. So it goes 69, 70, 71, and then it's missing. And then also we noticed 88 is missing, which is a bit odd. I don't know the reason for that at the moment. Perhaps somebody can't count, but that's another thing I've noticed. So let's go back out of there. The next thing you can customize is your helmet. So you can go in and choose your helmet, and again you can change your own color scheme. So you can press Y like we did earlier, and you've got the tabs here to change your helmet. Okay. Again, you've got premium helmets as well, and again, I don't know what the big difference is between class standard and premium. And I think by look at this, there's a shopping trolley on there which you have to buy these. Again, no option to upload your own logos on there. Where did we go? Sorry. So again, you got the suit, and the same thing applies to suits. You got premium suits, and you also have standard suits, and you can buy them. Again, you can't customize these suits with the logos. You can't upload them, and there's this currency here to buy some of these suits. Probably in-game currency, I should imagine. Haven't got to that point yet. And then finally we have the gloves. The same story here. You can choose your standard gloves, or you can choose a premium glove. And you can't, I don't think, change the colors on this. No, you can't. You see, there's no option to change color. Why? I don't know. You've got the option on the suits, have you? Let's have a look. Come on. What's happened? Okay, so on the suit, can we change? No, you can't change color on the suits. You just have to select your color, but you can change your helmet colors. Yeah. Okay, so for some reason that's missing from those last two, the gloves and the suit. And then we have the badge, which, quite frankly, I'm really not sure what this is all about. You can select a badge for your player. Again, you can't create your own, you can't upload your own, and you can buy some in-game. I think that's in-game currency. I'm not sure, but yeah. So I'm not really sure what the hell these are what function these are supposed to serve. And you have premium badges, which for some reason these will cost you, but I think according to let's see if I click on that, yeah, it takes you to the store. So why would you buy them when you can choose one of those? I don't know. Okay, so let's go back to the showroom, and we got two more to go through. We have the classic, we have the F1 cars of 2019. So all your favorite cars here from this current season in this team selection. And quickly moving on to classic. This is interesting because it started in 1972, and even though the World Championship started in the 50s, and one of the first winners of the Formula One World Championship was Juan Manuel Fangio. His car's nowhere to be seen. So it doesn't have any 50s cars. It doesn't have any 60s cars. So no Sterling Moss cars. No who's that other guy? Not Sterling Moss. I can't remember the name now. It'll come back to me in a second. And then we got a 1972 Lotus. Then we have a Ferrari from 1976, which I think is Niki Lauda's Ferrari. That year he was racing with James Hunt for the championship. And then we have the 76 McLaren and the 78 Team Lotus, the 1979 Ferrari. You see the different styles of the car going up through the years. The McLaren MP4 in 1982. And I'm sure there's some logos missing on that, which they used to be on there originally, but they seem to have been taken off. The 1988 McLaren MP4, which I believe was Prost and Senna's car when they were together. And then we have the 1990 McLaren, Prost's Ferrari of the 1990s. You see how the cars are changing over time. The 1991 McLaren. Then we have one of the most dominant cars of that era, the 1992 Williams FW14B, which I believe had active suspension and traction control. And then the 1996 Williams FW18, when Williams were at their peak of their powers in the 80s and early 90s. Now they're at the back of the grid, which is sad, and let's hope they come back. And then the 1998 McLaren, I think this is probably Mika Häkkinen's World Championship winning year. The 2003 Williams, which is powered by BMW. The 2004 Ferrari of Michael Schumacher. And the Renault of Fernando Alonso. Well, I'm saying that of Fernando Alonso. I'm saying that. I mean, what I mean to say is that he raced in that particular car. And then we have the 2007 Ferrari, which Kimi Räikkönen won in the World Championship with that year. The 2008 McLaren. And this is the Braun GP. This is the car which the manufacturer, which was won the World Championship in its first year with, of course, Jenson Button. Red Bull Racing, which was dominant with Sebastian Vettel for 4 years in a row. And then we have the 2010 McLaren and the 2010 Ferrari. So, a good selection, but shame about the 50s and 60s cars. They are missing, and their name still hasn't come to my mind of the 60s. So, I hope it comes to me before the end of the video. Right, so then we have the new option here, the F2 2018 cars. And yes, as we go through, you see there's Lando Norris's car. It says Lando Norris, but he's in Formula 1 this year, so I don't know why his name is on that car for 2019 game. George Russell, Alexander Albon, they're all in Formula 1, and we'll make our way down. I think you'll see also Luca Giotto's car, and he's in Formula E, I think, right now. And so it's a good addition to the game to have these F2 cars, and we'll have a look at those as well. Okay, so then we have the theatre mode, and the theatre mode allows you to look at your highlights, and it automatically saves some highlights, I've noticed, and then you've got the option of keeping them. So that's a pretty handy feature if you forget to record something, and then you can go back and see those overtaking moves, and etc, etc. So we're going to start with a solo game, and we are going to go into the Grand Prix, and we are going to select, obviously because it's a 2019 game, we are going to select F1 2019 cars. We're going to go for the Ferrari of Sebastian Vettel. So select the number 5, and we have Charles Leclerc and we have Sebastian Vettel, but let's choose Sebastian Vettel for this particular video, and let's go to Italy and pick Monza, and I don't want that track. So you can just add more tracks as you go along by pushing them down. So we'll delete that track. And delete that track, and then we go to next. So let's do qualifying. We'll just do a quick lap and one shot qualifying, and we don't want to keep the video too long. And just check these are all okay. Off, braking assist off. Yeah, that's good. Okay, so let's start our session. So wait for it to load. Yes, it did crash at this point. That's the guy. I just checked now. Jim Clark's car. I don't know why I forgot the name. Yeah, so there's no Jim Clark's car either. And here we go. And it looks like... Oh, I thought it was going to crash.
Practice is all wrapped up as we move into qualifying here at the Autodromo di Monza for the Italian Grand Prix. Any moment now,
yes,
the teams will be heading out onto the track.
Okay, so we're going to go for a balanced setup, so I make sure it's balanced. And we're going to go on track and do a one-shot qualifying. Like the lap starts now, so you haven't got a warm-up lap, you just start straight away. Hamilton's in front of us. Now it's Leclerc. Now it's Hamilton, now it's Leclerc. Made a mistake there. Keep it on track. Hamilton's taking the lead again. Leclerc's in the lead. Got to be careful with this synopsis because I'm using the controller, believe it or not, not a wheel, so it's very twitchy. Oh, I lost some time on that. Okay. And they got an itch as well. I'm not going to have a good time on this one. Lost way too much time. So where are we going to qualify? Not sure. 18. Could have been worse.
We're all ready for tomorrow's race, but
qualifying.
before we begin, let's have a quick look at those who will be fronting the grid. Hamilton, Leclerc and Valtteri Bottas. Goodbye for now.
So, a bit of made a few mistakes on that lap. But don't forget, guys, that one-shot qualifying is actually one lap only. You can't make a mistake. There's no warm-up lap, so it can't catch you up. But for the time of the video, we wanted to do that one-shot qualifying.
Welcome one and all.
Oh.
And we're in for a real treat at this classic circuit. The crowd are ready to go, the cars are ready to go, and we're just about set for lights out. Welcome to the Italian Grand Prix. With the rain coming down here at the 3.6-mile Monza circuit,
got line
the
rain,
drag setups
line
preferred
rain,
by
light
most
rain.
off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks for today's race. An immense lap from Lewis Hamilton yesterday puts him on pole position, and it's Charles Leclerc in P2. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Bottas, Verstappen, Sergio Perez, and Gasly, Grosjean, Stroll, Ricciardo, and Nico Hülkenberg, Kvyat, Russell, Kevin Magnussen, and Albon, Giovinazzi, Sainz, Kimi Raikkonen, and Sebastian Vettel. Kubica and Lando Norris starts from the back of the grid. Now it's almost time to lights out.
Right, I haven't practiced any of this in the rain, so we might end up crashing. Oh no. I can't see nothing already. Oh my god. I'm stuck in the middle of those. Oh, I got a Williams overtaking me. The pizza! Oh no! The pizza's overtaking me, the Williams. Oh, come on! Damage already. Can't see anything at all. Sorry, Kimmy. Oh, no way. Oops. A switchy car, and I'm not really very good in the rain, to be honest, but it's not too bad so far. Well, we got on that lap without a massive major crash. Let's see if we can catch anyone else up now. Gained a place. So signs in front of us. I got another itch on my hand. Oh no! Just scratch my hand. I think I'm out breaking myself a little bit. No, 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 no! Oh no! Slid off. Mistake there, slip. But and we still catch them. better. I don't think I'm going to catch him. It's the last lap coming up. There's no DRS yet. Got a lap. Let's go far behind. I'm going to get a time penalty then. I think I gave nothing really, so still be able to catch these cars, maybe get another race or two. Oh, sorry, signs. Oh dear. Oh no. I thought I'd get one. I didn't mean to do that. Just tried to break at the last minute. Doing better, but I think it's come too late. Not having enough time to catch everyone else up. That's it. Well, I must admit, that was enjoyable. I didn't think I'd go through the race without having a major incident.
Here's our winner,
It was raining,
pulling their
but
Ferrari into Parc Fermé. What a
Charles
fantastic
won.
race it was.
a
What do
Ferrari
you think
victory,
it was,
guys, in
Hans, that gave them
2019.
the edge over the competition today?
Well,
Well
they
done,
clearly have a
Charles.
car that comes alive in the kind of conditions we were dealing with today. It's a very balanced package
good
in
to
the
see
wet.
Ferrari
and
win a
what
race
that means
this
is
year,
that the
eh?
drivers
Even
have
if it's on F1
confidence to
2019.
attack. And having that
But,
confidence gets you on the power earlier, it lets you brake later, and can put you a long way up the road.
Here come our winners now. A thrilling race and a tremendous effort
Well done,
by
Charles.
Ferrari. Their history is well known, so it's no surprise
see
to fans
Mercedes
the
on
world
the second
over
and third
to see them come out
instead of
on
first
top
for a
once
change.
again.
Go Charles. Let's hope he does well in the Austrian Grand Prix this weekend. Okay, that's the music for the winners. And is the photo shoot. So, yeah,
Some
we did
amazing
okay.
talent out on the track today. But Anthony, who would you pick as your driver of the day?
I think for driver of the day, I'd probably pick Lando Norris. He lived up to every inch of his reputation today, and I think he'll be...
So let's look at the race replay. I'm at the back. So, I didn't do great in qualifying, but I saw the rain and I thought, uh-oh. I haven't practiced in the rain on this circuit, this game, so it was all new to me. It was in the back of the grid as well. But I'm quite pleased that I held it together. It wasn't the best result, but you can see here, it's very tricky when you're at the back of the grid to try and plough your way through, but Robert did seem to know with the Williams. So, what times were we then? Oh yeah, intermediates I think. So we got away okay there. We had, I think, Russell or Sainz, I can't check. Not Russell, beg your pardon. Norris. Oh, look, there's my wing flying off. That's another mistake. So we lost part of our wing as well, on top of that. I thought we would be bad to worse there, but I can't see any missing from my front wing there. So, yeah, catched up to the Williams quite easily. And that was a great pass. Oh, and then I knocked off, I think it was Kimi Raikkonen. I thought I was going to get a penalty for that. But to be honest, it was going so slow on that bend, I stopped in time. That's my excuse. The graphics, as you can see, are absolutely amazing. I mean, they're still not photorealistic compared to, for example, like looking on the TV. but they're getting there. I'd say there's a little bit more to go, but it's amazing graphics on this game. This is the Xbox One X enhanced version. We decided to go for the Xbox One X version because, to be honest, the PC, we've got a PC which is with an i7, 32 gigabyte RAM and everything else, and the GTX 2060 card, but to be honest, it's more comfortable to sit on the couch. But we have a wheel as well, which works on the PC and the PS4. But it's a potch getting the wheel out, isn't it? You know, sometimes it's easier just to get the controller, sit down, and have a game, and that's what we've decided to do. So the car made a bit of a mess of that corner, but it cost me a few more seconds. So doing better than I thought in the rain, like I said. Just going along that bend. I'm catching the Mclaren. I'm not sure if Lando Norris or signs at this point. I think it's signs. I broke myself a little bit there because I was trying to catch up with the other guys and keen to catch up. Because I knew there was only another lap to go after this, so we put on through. And oh, that was a bad spin, and I got away with that. That was a terrible spin. So when you take into account the amount of small issues at the beginning, that one, well, I'd say a bit of a more minor issue, a major issue, I still held on to that place. I'm not too unhappy. The rain looks good as it's coming down, but I can't see like any puddles there on the track, so perhaps I'm not looking in the right place. But there you go. So this is the last lap coming up now. Hoping at this point I'm going to catch them and get again another place. But when it's raining as well, you put the power on, especially in this game with the controller, you're asking for trouble. So just wanted to finish the lap off and the race up so that you guys can see what it looks like. And this is our final lap coming up. DRS is available, but wasn't close enough to the car in front to use that. The Alfa Romeo and Mclaren right next to each other, and yes, I missed the chicane there as well. And yet again, I'm in terrible trouble at that corner. But in practice, it all seems to work. And then you go live, and then all of a sudden you have an itch, or you get distracted and you go off. So that's the thing about being live. You can't restart it. And there's the instant. I think the signs. It wasn't that bad, to be honest. I think he slowed down too much in the corner, I'd say. I don't think it was that bad. He's still taking a wider line there. Oh, there you go. There's a raindrop on the car. Looks brilliant, don't it? Like there's little puddles of rain on the car. That's really good. Now on the camera lens. Very clever. I like the in-car view there. That's really good. And the bits of rain. Oh, look at those stews. They actually move. So yeah, we played a lot of racing games in our time. We started with the Jeff Crammond's Grand Prix 2, and it actually did a whole race on the PC. And played iRacing and won a couple of races on iRacing, which that is absolutely difficult to win on because you're online, you're in multiplayer, and you can't pause it. And yeah, won a couple of races on iRacing. And we also tried Race 2, which is pretty good, and the Dirt Rally games, Dirt 4. They're all very, very good. I don't think there's one game I think that people like, which we don't seem to be that 100% keen on, and that is Assetto Corsa. I don't know what it is about Assetto Corsa, but it's not my favourite. Anyway, here we go. So that was the Italian Grand Prix. Now what we're going to do, we're going to go and use, let's see, a classic car on this track. So let's see if we can go to have another Grand Prix, and we're going to go to Grand Prix. Going to go to Classic, and this time I am going to choose, and let me choose the Williams, the dominant Williams, the 1992 Williams FW14B. So we're going to go again to Italy because that's the track that I'm been practicing for the videos. So let's go there, and this time I'm going to put the weather to clear. Don't need rain this time. And one shot. So single class or multi-class full. Leave it single class for now. I'm not quite sure what that actually does, so I'll leave it on single class. and select start session. So we're going to go for the same race, but using the classic cars. So here we go. And I think it puts all the classic cars in the same race, i.e. the 1976 car, the 1979 car, the 88 car, 90s car. So let's see if it puts all those other cars in. Let's do qualifying first. So we're in the Williams FW14B. And let's see how we do in this particular race. So let's go to track. Not going to make any changes. And here we go. Hot lap starts now. No DRS, of course. It was a lot less twitchy than the car we had earlier, the 2019 cars. Feels like it really sticks to the floor, this one. Oh wow, what a traction there. Good switch there. Got a bit of oversteer there. Another bit of oversteer. I lost it a little bit there. Let's see, make amends here. I'm going to be careful. It started off with a real lot of grip and then it started twitching a little bit on me. So let's see if we can finish this lap off nice and clean. Not brilliant, but not bad. Where are we? 6! That's not bad at all. Better than I thought it was going to be. So a lot better than we did with the 2019 car. So let's move on to the race. The Italian Grand Prix. What we'll do next, we'll go to the Nürburgring and we'll try an F2 car. So let's see how we get on in this race.
Welcome to Monza, where the crowd are ready for today's action. And we hope you're ready to see the world's best drivers fighting it out for that #1 spot. It's time for the Italian Grand Prix. We're 12 miles northeast of Milan for today's Grand Prix at a Monza circuit where we can expect top speeds of around 215 miles per hour. 11 corners on this 3.6-mile track, with 7 of those coming in the form of chicanes. And with a good slipstream and DRS open, there should be plenty of opportunity for some passing here today.
Okay. Brief introduction to the track. Okay, no grid line up there. Oh no, what have I done? Let's restart the session. I didn't realise you could do a false start because in the last one earlier on, it didn't let me do it. Okay, let's try again. I'll start. Got over 10. Thanks for telling me right on the corner. Ah! Scruffy there. Oh no, what? Oh no, guys, I'll have to start again. I really don't understand what happened there. I may have hit something, but what the hell happened there? It just seemed to just go off. Okay, let's do it again. That's a better start. Still lost the place, but than it was earlier. That's a better start. Can't get through there. There's a move. Back to 6. Just took my car out then because it went up wonky a little bit. Oh no, oh come on! He's done it again! I don't understand what happened there. Oh come on. Ah. Oh come on. Okay. Sorry about this, guys. Retire. No, let's restart. That's twice now, and I don't know. I'll have to look at the replay, but it suddenly twitches and off it goes. I really don't get it. Perhaps I did something wrong. I don't know. Let's try again. Wait! I keep doing it. Just go to the right. Come on. And again. Why are you going to the right? Come on. I don't get it. It's done it. It's annoying. It's annoying. It just drifts to the right. Okay. This is the last time I'm restarting this now. 3 times it's happened now. I think it's a bit of a pile-up. I think I caused that pile-up, or was it me? Here we go again, it's the right again. Come on! Now I'm getting really cheesed off. I'm going to do one more restart. I don't understand. It keeps going to the right, and I have to choose another car. How many times did I know? Frustrating. Let's see if it does it again. I'm going to change the car. Hey, it's not that easy on using. It just pushes you off the way. I'll have my position back on the keeping up a bit better this time. Getting the slipstream somehow. Carrera, is it? Getting there, getting closer. He went right into the middle then on purpose, didn't he? Getting closer. They're tight, those corners are. Such a speed. Getting away from us now. A bit better match came with another time. The last lap coming up. Got him this time. So well, we've got our 6th spot back. Let's see if we can hold on to it now. So then we're going to be able to take anyone else that's on ahead. Concentration. Danny's right behind me as well. He's not going to give me a rest, but he didn't hit that corner very well either. I'll break him by here. Fighting each other now behind us, so we might be able to get away with 6th spot here. So let's go for it. We should be safe. Not bad, 6th. Just hoping to get at least 5th before. And terrible problems at the beginning. 7th? Oh,
Welcome then to the podium, our top 3 drivers. What a great effort from them today in a very difficult race.
Okay. So let's have a quick replay of that and then we'll move on to F2. Got a McLaren's there. The other Williams pushed me off. Let's see where we are now. Frustrating at the beginning of the first 3 races though. The qualifying was smooth and then it just went to the right. Maybe it's just the grass, I don't know, but it took a few laps to get used to the car. just practice really. You got to practice the circuit, practice the car, and with a controller, it's less forgiving than a wheel when you make a mistake. Because as you saw, like 3 or 4 times crash, and it felt to me as if it was going to the right. Maybe the stick, when you move the stick to the left and let it go slightly, you might just go to the right a bit, and that will move the car. Whereas with a wheel, you know, you haven't got that much issues with it. With a control, because it's self-centers, sometimes you might get that twitch, and that may have caused me to go off a few times, but there's no position required. So we finished the first lap. I think all intact. Actually, I'll do the F2 race at Monza because we've been playing this track for a while. So let's see if I can do better with an F2 car. Because we've been on this track for a while now, so no point changing at this point. We'll do tracks in another video. We're disappointed that the first couple of attempts didn't go to plan, but you have to practice. So I wasn't ready to be able to, I can't remember. We were getting better and better as the laps went on because got more familiar with the car. Those brakes blowing. There's a bit of a twitch there again. It looks much more simple, don't it, than the new cars. Look at the cockpit. I'm doing 176. Is this, you always think you have a chance of catching the car in front at this point, and then you will break yourself sometimes, or outbreak yourself. I'm sure we did an overtake somewhere. You have the Mclaren right behind us as well. And that's it, that's the overtake. On the other Williams, is it? Yeah, on the other Williams. Yeah, I think he tried to get his position back here. But I kept my line, and I thought, oh, I'm going to keep my line. And I thought, if he's going to hit me, he's going to hit me. But sometimes the AI tend to do that. Touch the grass again there. I recall that because I thought, oh no, not going to spin to the right again. But I kept it together there, and he was behind me. I knew that I just had to finish the lap. And sometimes this chicane you can go wrong because you know there's someone behind you. You think, right, I'll outbrake him so I can get pulled away, and sometimes you make that mistake. I find this a difficult corner. Sometimes it can be easy, and then you put the gas on and you just go flying. So you see that twitch again, and I know that other Williams is right behind me at this point. And I think if I can get through the next chicane, I know that I've got the last corner more or less in my pocket. And I came through here. Didn't do too bad at this actual point because you can easily make a mistake there. And I did hit the curves a bit, and he gained on me, like you can see him gaining. He went a little bit wide, and then he was fighting the Mclaren. And as he was fighting the Mclaren, it gave me a chance to get away. And as I got away, I knew once I got around this corner and I didn't make any mistakes, I was there home and dry. I knew I had the power to get to the end. But it is a very difficult game because you know you have to concentrate, and that was just 3 laps. So that was the classic car race. So let's go now and do one more race. And we're going to try and pick the F2 cars. So a 7th place, a 17th place, getting better. We had quite a few mistakes on that lap. So let's go on that race. So F2, and we are going to pick. Let's pick the. I don't know. Let's pick the Prima. No, not the Prima. What's Russian time? No. Let's see, who does this? Alexander Albon and. Okay, let's pick that car. So let's go to Italy again. Okay. Okay, and I'm going to go make sure the weather is on clear. And let's start that one-shot qualifying again. So we are now driving an F2 car. And we are going to have one more race, and then we'll wrap it up. So we've been on 50 minutes already. And right, so let's see if we can go in the top 3 this time. Just waiting for the race to load. Okay, here we go. So we're in to the car in a few more seconds. There you go, F2. And let's go straight to the track, because we've already seen those cinematics. Normally I'm driving cockpit view, so I'm not really sure I got a TV pod for this video, but there you go. We've got DRS this time, so we activate it. Not a good start. The brakes don't bite in as much as the other car, the Formula 1 cars. So you have to brake a little bit earlier. I mean, there's George Russell's car in front of us, John Paul. You need to brake a little bit earlier by the looks of it. The engine sounds a hell of a lot different too, obviously. Doing too bad. Gonna be a few seconds behind him, I think. Come on, Russell, slow down. Did. I like that corner, I don't know why, but I find a lot of confidence in that corner. First pole position, guys, pole position. You're on pole position.
The grid is all set for the race tomorrow, but before we go, let's quickly remind ourselves of our top 3, which are Albon, Russell and Nick de Vries. With qualifying complete,
just ahead
all
of
that
George
remains
Russell
is the main event. We'll be live and uninterrupted.
Oh, that's made my day, that has. Okay, guys, we got a pole position. So we improved every race, and now we got pole. So let's see if we can stay ahead of the pack. My start's probably going to be important here.
And here are the driver grid positions for today's race. Alexander Albon has a clear track ahead of him today. He starts in pole position with George Russell alongside.
Cool.
Looking down the rest of the grid, we have De Vries, Giotto, Lando Norris, and Gunter for Kazumi, Latifi, Okalachi, Sergio Sette Camara, Markelov, Galeo, Antonio Fuoco, and Aitken, Delatraz, Maney, Kari, and Alessio Lorandi. Merrick and Tadasuke Makino rounds off the grid. And now it's time to head down to the track.
Okay, guys, let's go for it. Oh no, that's what's very fun to me. Oh no, 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 who did that? Oh, no way, no way. Ah, that is annoying. I mean, I'll just go in a straight line. Let's try again. That is really annoying. Going in a straight line, minding my own business, someone just knocks me off. Right, let's try again. I went so slow, it fell off the block. While we get back into second place. contact there. He ain't gonna give up, is he? Ground there. He's staying in a second behind him to get out DRS. That chicane. I've got Jota right behind me too. This is one of my favourite corners though. Into the ground on Jota there. Let's get a fast plan as well, guys. Got him. I've got the RS on the last lap. Oh no! Lower gap. Down a bit, so I get it going in the fight with their own. Let's get away. Keep in first place now, guys. But the Prix right next to behind me. Damn, go a bit. He's gonna make a move. He's gonna make a move. Get away from him. This is my corner, guys. I'm afraid. One more lap to go. And I've pulled away from him again on that corner. Russell behind me. I know I can get that last corner done. That was a nice chicane and he's right behind me. But Russell's been challenged by another car. Can't see exactly who. Nailed this corner. Wide then, but it looks like we're home and dry. Yes, a victory on F2. Yippee-yay! At last.
Here they are then, coming into Parc Fermé. What an excellent win for the Dams team. And Davide Valsecchi, give me your thoughts. How did they accomplish this result?
I think they kept a cool head. That's why they won today. Smooth, steady, everything bad that happened to them, they handle it calmly and professionally. That's what let them focus on getting the best out everything
Lando,
else.
you finished
The car,
sixth, guy.
the strategy, they managed to
Lando
keep
and I
out
beat
of
George.
trouble the whole way around.
That's hard. That's only 3
And I can
laps as
see
well.
our drivers making their way out now. It's been a sublime team performance, and it's the culmination of a lot of hard work. Dams are your winners today.
There's the trophy we got. That was good.
And so, driver of the day then, Davide Valsecchi, who do you think you'd go for?
Let's give it to Luis Del Tras. That was a commanding performance today.
Look, I was
Very
just missed
impressive
out on
indeed.
the
After
fastest
all
lap
this
as
drama,
well.
you would be
I
mad
didn't.
not to join us for the next race.
George
We
Russell.
hope to
No,
see
he
you
had a
there.
good lap.
Take care.
Right, let's have a look at the replay, guys, and then we'll wrap it up. So what happened here at the start? I knew that I was going to get a lot of spin on the start. Been having a lot of spin. Got overtaken, I think. Can't fault at this point. I thought, there's no point rushing here. Go around the outside. Did that, drop back on the inside. So before I go on the outside, maybe go back on the inside of the second curve. And at this point, I knew just waiting game really. I knew that I could do well on the braking. Really good fun though, the F2 cars. Because I won, I suppose. But thinking about it here, I thought about it there, and I thought, no, I'm going to pull out of there. I knew that I could get him on one of the braking turns. Then if you make a mistake, then you got the next car, but you're right behind you. So try to keep it together these laps, not be too eager, like I was in the earlier races. Just took a little bit more curve than I need there because I hit the grass a bit. And then I lost a little bit of ground because of that slight mistake. And now I have a lot of cars behind me. I can't see what that is at the moment. I knew I had to get the chicane right, and sometimes it goes perfect and sometimes you hit the curve. I can't remember it on the first lap I did. Yeah, I went a little bit wide. And then I had, I think it was George Russell, right behind in my gearbox. You see how close he is there. And he tried to go wrong on the inside, but it didn't work. So I knew that this corner I had it covered. At this point, it all depends on how fast he was on the straight. The first lap went without major incident. And I knew I had to close the gap before the end of this lap because I know there's only one more lap. And this is where I went for it. What a maneuver, eh? I took a chance, put late on the brakes, and it got me in front. And at this point, I knew then it was just a matter of keeping my cool, because I knew that they couldn't take me on these bends. So I probably went a little bit slower than I should have on that one. And back in the pack up, I thought if I back the pack up, they're going to fight each other. I know that was very difficult to take on that corner there, that chicane. And if I could nurse it through this lap, I was thinking, I knew that I could bring the car home. But I had Russell right behind me still, and I had one mistake, and he was going to punish me. So this is another major point in the race where I knew I had to get this chicane right. Hit the bump, gives the car behind that extra bit of speed to gain on that next straight after this chicane. So I took it carefully, a bit conservative maybe. I didn't slip or slide, took it just right I think. Maybe a little bit faster on the next lap. But gaining in confidence now, and he goes for the overtake again, but maybe side by side. He didn't have enough because this is my corner. For some reason, I just like that corner. I don't know why. I have so much confidence going through that corner. And then I put a little bit of a gap out there, as you can see. I think that was the key at that point. I looked behind me. I knew that I had a few extra seconds in the bag. Even if he did catch up to me, I knew that by the time he did, it would have been too late. Because he's being challenged by another car. Took this corner a little bit more careful than I did earlier on. A little bit of a twitch. You've got to be so careful with that bend, because if you're not, your back end will slip out and you're at it. So these two corners are important. Didn't mess up. They're not difficult corners, but you can make a mistake on these two corners. And then I could see there's a little bit of a breathing space. This corner can be very tricky if you don't take it right. So the next possible error that you could make is on this chicane. If you don't time your braking right, you could be in all sorts of trouble. So I took it as easy as I could, kept it smooth, and then at this point, looked behind me I think, and I realised I had a bit of a gap, and this is the corner that I like, and I knew that I could gain speed on this corner, but I did nearly mess it up, because I went quite wide here. There you go, there's going wide there, trying to be a bit too eager, but it worked out in the end, and we got our first race victory in F1 2019, so well chuffed with that. And there's the finger, can you see that? There we are, from the fist. He won the race, and that was really pleasing. So let's advance. I'm not sure if there's a trophy cabinet, so let's check it and then we'll sign out. So let's wait for this to finish loading. And yes, okay, so is there a trophy cabinet somewhere? Is it showroom? No, theatre? No, I can't remember. Solo, home, leagues, no. Okay, well that's it, and that is F1 2019. What do we think of it? I really like it. There's a lot of extra features in it. For example, the customization, the showroom, and the F2, of course, and the classic cars. But a few minor issues I find that there's some cars missing from the 50s and 60s, the era when motor races started in the 50s. Manuel Fangio's car's not there. Sterling Moss's car's not there. So it's a bit disappointing. The F2 edition is good. Also that you can't upload your own face, you can't upload your own voice, you can't add your own decals and liveries, but you can customize them. But at the end of the day, it's a very good game, and I'm really glad that we purchased this game. Oh, by the way, we purchased this game. We didn't get it for free like other channels may get theirs for free. We purchased it ourselves, and yeah, we're very happy with the purchase. So this is the Xbox One X version. It is available on PS4 and a PC. So check it out, and what can we say? We recommend it, but it's up to you at the end of the day. And I hope you enjoyed the video. We'll be doing more F1 videos in the next few days, and more tracks, etc. So perhaps we'll do a career mode as well. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a like, and I hope you enjoyed the video.